Matt Uganda. He holds a master's degree in development management from the London School of Economics and Political Science, and a bachelor's of statistics from Makerere University.
What I'm looking out for as we go through the competition is a club which is out there, which first of all has the boldness to compete, the boldness to start. A club of action, not people who will see an opportunity, walk around an opportunity but not get to seizing it. I'm looking out for a club which is out to seize those opportunities that it has seen.
For these 20 investment clubs, Battle for Cash is a chance of a lifetime.
In fact, we have started planning for the project to invest in this money.
All the way from eastern Uganda, Soroti Women Cooperative Union Limited, Umoja na Maendeleo Savings, and Namakakale Farmers Cooperative. They're all here, their minds and eyes are set on winning the prize.
Now I'm going to convince the judges.
But I will use my brain to answer all those questions.
I'm prepared to deliver whatever I have.
From northern Uganda, Emmaus VSLA Group, Geneber Outspan Organic Farmers, and Agency for Rural Transformation. They're looking at taking their businesses to the next level, if only they win the prize.
I expect to be in #1 so that I happen to be the best and I invest the money I'll get from here in our business.
From the west, Chinyugunyu Youth Bull Fattening Group, Omkago Bugongo Women Group, the Peak Investment Club, and Ruharo Hospital Gratuity. They're ready to present their winning ideas to win the money. And right here in the capital, Plus Save Group, Surveyors Investment and Savings Club, Super Saving Group, Brish Investment Club, Sichomo Development Organization for FAS, Input Investment Club, University Senior Savers Association. They've brought their A-game to impress the judges and achieve their dreams.
So, root for the investment club from your region. Let the battle begin.
20 clubs in the running, but only 7 will walk away with the cash prizes. Now, if you're going to impress the judges, you need to prepare thoroughly. Geneber Outspan Organic Farmers all the way from Dokolo know a thing or two about this.
I'm expecting a lot of questions in line of our business. We are doing sesame buying because they can't ask me questions outside of that. I'm Luguza Ramadan Chiwiga. I'm from Geneber Outspan Organic Farmers Association. We are into agribusiness, but first we have members who produce the simsim, then in specific standards, as organic and fair trade standards. Then the association buys from the members. So the association does the bulking.
How many are you in there? Many members? 440
members, but me, I'm a worker for the association.
So tell us about the business proposal.
Basically, as a Geneber, we are into simsim. So the farmers grow the simsim, then the association bulks it on behalf of the members, then it sells on their behalf. Our members produce simsim with specific standards. So they know the advantages of not selling to the association. The advantages is better prices, and there's that kind of saving also that brings benefits to the members. When we get the 25 millions, we shall be able to invest it into either a store, buying land and constructing a store for the association, or buying a
I
motorcycle.
see all that is capital intensive, and it's not getting, you know, when you put money in land, in a building, in a pajat, what did you call it, a car or something, the money is not reproducing itself. Is that a safe strategy?
Not very safe, but the other strategy is reinvesting that money into the simsim business so that we can be able to buy more quantities and sell.
Just tell us in brief what quantities you're able to collect from the members.
70
tons.
This season.
Now when you got 70 tons, how much money did you get out of it?
Okay, how much money?
Yes.
222 million.
222 million.
The savings plans, how much does it cost
The savings plan?
association to buy from the members?
Now what I'm differentiating because the way the business is done, I'm
You don't
differentiating.
buy, they collect the
they collect.
You don't buy, they collect.
They
So they just collect it, you sell on their behalf?
They sell on their behalf.
You take a corporate commission.
Okay.
You take a
Actually, it is the store people who take up the commission.
So how does the association earn?
The association?
How much do they save?
25 every season, 25,000.
So you pay them less 25,000?
So
How many seasons are in there?
2. So the whole year will go around between 20 and 24 millions.
Okay.
So how much have you made so far? I know this, you've just collected now.
Yeah,
Previously, how much have you made?
Actually, now the savings that have just come in, that's 6.5 million because it's the members to renew
Okay.
those savings.
How much does a motorcycle cost?
The motorcycle? Depending on the kind of motorcycle you want. If
No,
it's,
The one that you would want.
Okay, we had budgeted for Yamaha Cracks and it is around 6 million.
5 years from now,
5 years
where
from
do
now.
you see the association? Still in Sim business?
Yes, from production to the export.
Why did you get together?
Why did we get together? To improve the livelihood of the smallholder farmers and eliminate this middleman who cheats farmers by offering them lower prices.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
When 25 million shillings is on the line and 3 judges stand between you and the millions, you walk into the room all guns blazing. That's how Agri, representing Ruharo Mission Hospital Gratuity Scheme, did it.
I'm here to represent Ruharo Mission Gratuity Scheme Investment Club. It is a scheme for the members of confirmed staff of Ruharo Mission Hospital, where we save every month. And we've not done only saving with the bank, we have also given a loan to our institution, the hospital, and it has paid back. So
What investments have you done as a club, apart from saving?
As a club, we have not done any big investment apart from individual investments because we give them loans.
Okay.
Individuals, so they have taken their children to school, others have gone to upper grade, others have bought some small plots of land. But what is our plan is that we have written a proposal, we want to start a project that will earn the club. We want to buy an automated chemistry analyzer that will be testing chemistry of the body, which is a laboratory machine. And we talked with the hospital, they gave us the office, the space, because it has been lacking. In fact, to come up with that idea, it was after we had identified that there was a gap where people were in need of those tests and they were referred to other hospitals.
How much does the machine cost?
It is 62 million Ugandan shillings.
So how many people do you normally realize who are in need of that service a day? And how much is each one charged?
Our breakdown is on a monthly basis because 92 people were admitted in the hospital. 70% of the people need those tests.
What is the rate of return? You'll buy it at 62 million. When will you realize that we have paid off?
Our payback period, we expect it to be 19 months, 1 year, and 7 months. The reagents we are going to use, they are being provided free by USAID. We have done that research and partnership.
Okay.
So, and the fact that the machine is within what the government gives reagents free, so we are going to benefit on that. So there will be no costs on reagents.
If I do the numbers, it gives me 59 million approximately in 19 months. Yeah? And that's under the assumption that it won't break down. That's under the assumption that you won't be paying rent. That's under the assumption that you said we'll still be giving you the reagents. You know, so it doesn't come out.
Yeah, maybe there was something that I left out. A quarter of all the patients that have been tested, they are supposed to come for a check. So which means it is repeated.
My issue is in terms of sustainability.
Yeah.
You are a club, you started in 2009, you've only been lending out money. So you buy this machine and probably it breaks down. What other future activities do you have to sustain the club?
Apart from the machine, we are saying the university is transferring its campus, that is Mbarara University of Science and Technology, to the other part where we are located. So we are planning also to buy some piece of land and then invest in a hostel. In fact, that will be our next step. Yeah,
And there are other people who are having the same machine, and so what do you envisage in terms of competition?
For us, we are looking at providing holistic quality services.
Okay.
I know you work for the hospital. How do you intend to mitigate the risk of conflict between the hospital and the association?
We've been assured through our negotiation that one is not going to be
Do you have
there.
an MOU with the hospital that for the next 2 years or 3 years, you are the ones that are going to provide this service?
We don't have an MOU, to be honest.
Yes.
We've not. Maybe
in
that
every
is the
business,
area.
you realize that you need to keep your back safe.
Yeah.
Either you have an agreement or an MOU of some sort of documentation to say, this is how we're going to handle business.
Yeah, it will be another for next time. That one we had taken it for granted, maybe because we are within the hospital. But it is a good idea. We are going to copy that.
We've seen cases of other hospital centers in Uganda where the machines are there, the reagent is not there. So what would you do if you say it pulls out? What will you do if the person resigns?
As of now, we have other laboratory clinicians within the hospital, but we have a feeling that we should employ ours for the project. In case one goes, we can use that one, because even those who are within the hospital are members of the scheme. So we hope that that gap can be covered there, but it is for a short time, as we look for another person to do that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We wish you all the best. Think beyond the machine, think about other investments.
You are right.
Did Agri's confidence pay off?
Nothing is for nothing. You have to work for it, because we did a lot of preparation. Even the questions they fire you, sometimes you find there are gaps which you must address. So it was a learning experience, because even they have advised me some things to put in our project to make it more strong. So it is a learning experience, and I think it is going to benefit our investment club.
NTV, turning on your world.
Every day is a happy baby day at PEP, and now PEP is bringing you the first ever happy baby competition. The national winner will walk away with 2,500,000 shillings cash plus a 250,000 shillings PEP voucher. Simply upload a pic of your happy baby to pep.co.ug to enter the happy baby competition. For more info and T's and C's, visit our Facebook page. PEP, your store for clothing, footwear, home and cellular.
Life. Sometimes we try. Ask why. We cry, break, and wish we could die. Hope, daydream, window shopping things we could buy. School fees, daily cheese. We get on our knees, and still, nothing comes with ease. But if we keep getting up again and again, understanding that no pain, no gain, never giving up, pushing up, hooking up, with a startup, you stand up, set up, and realize it's time to wake up. Because you are a winner and headed up. No dream is beyond reach, because DFCU is making more possible. DFCU, with pleasure.
Advocacy for better health, together with Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Quality of Health Services and civil society organizations, are organizing the first national presidential dialogue on quality of health service delivery in Uganda at Colin Hotel Mukono on Friday the 29th of September 2017. The dialogue will focus on discussing bottlenecks that hinder quality health service delivery and solicit for practical solutions to improving the health sector in Uganda. Do not miss the live broadcast of the dialogue on NTV this Friday at 3 p.m. Participation is by invitation only.
Hey, have a nice phone.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. For the first time.
Even have camera.
You just remove a hand and the picture. My phone is very expensive.
It is very good service. To understand it. What do you mean? Tell me, what is sexual harassment? What is sexual harassment? What is it?
Is it my problem or was it yours? What is it? You know it. Yes, listen. No, you don't know.
Hey!
Now, many of the investment clubs are still waiting in line for their turn at the firing squad. It gets hotter when the judges attack.
What demand is there for greenhouses?
5 years from now,
5 years from
where
now?
do you see the association? Still in Sim business?
It makes sense to pay an extra $1 to someone else to do advertising.
What would preempt someone to leave a big store that's having other crafts and to come for the Ugandan craft?
We understand that the judges have questions that they'll ask us, and that's a little bit intimidating right now. But all we can do is prepare very well for our presentations and hope everything goes according to plan.
Surveyors Saving Investment Club want to create a company that exports fresh fruits and vegetables to address Uganda's trade deficit.
My name is Fahad Muliro, and in the club I work as the secretary.
I'm Rachel Mrana, and I'm on the investment committee.
Our club started back in 2013 while we were at campus in our second year. At the time we didn't have a lot of money on us, so we used to save only the amount of money our parents used to give us. We began with 30,000 shillings per person.
And later on, we upgraded to 100,000 shillings immediately after campus.
Monthly?
Yes, monthly. And in 2016, when everyone had secured a job, we were able to raise to 200,000.
We are surveyors, and we all met in class. We were classmates, then we became friends, then we invested together. In regard to this, we decided to come up with an investment strategy that is going to see us achieve our goals. And we are involved in 3 key sectors that we are really passionate about: real estate, financial services, and agribusiness. We intend to boost export earnings through exporting of fresh fruits and vegetables. Our products include, but not limited to, leasing of greenhouses to potential people that want to get involved in the export industry, as well as the yields that we get and export to the outside market. In our business model, we intend to generate revenue through the yearly premiums that people subscribe to lease the greenhouses. Roughly, it's about $1,300, which translates to 5 million Uganda shillings per year if you're leasing the greenhouse.
How much would it cost if it's not leasing? Did you try to make that analysis?
Yes, if it's not leasing, a greenhouse costs about 26 million Uganda shillings. That's a quote we got from Bolton, Uganda.
Of what size?
That's a size of 9 by 30 meters. So the yield that you can get from a 9 by 30 meter greenhouse is 620 kilos per month for sweet pepper. The lower limit for sweet pepper on the export market is about 8,000 Uganda shillings, which translates at the end of the day to that figure, $8,000 US. So how are we going to penetrate this market? If, for example, you want to lease a greenhouse, we intend to use local media, press, and even newspapers to get the word out to people that are interested in getting involved in agriculture, but maybe they don't have time. They don't have time to get involved in this. We shall be maintaining those greenhouses on their behalf. And for the foreign market, we are in partnership with Uganda Export Promotion Board because we are fully registered with them. They send us monthly bulletins about the current markets. So that's how we intend to penetrate the international markets. Now, Ministry of Trade and Industry want to talk to them and see how best can we position ourselves to make use of the African Growth Opportunity Act. We project that in the first quarter of the third year post-investment, we shall break even. And in the fourth year post-investment, we shall be profitable. Our startup costs include setting up the greenhouses, buying land, as you can see on the slides, which translates to about $40,000 US to start up this export company. Now, for this amount of money, we have been able to secure some funds, basically from our savings and investment club.
About how much?
We have $7,000 that we can inject into this. We already identified the land that we want to put this in place. It's in Wakiso, a 10-acre piece of land, and costs about 10 million Uganda shillings, which is $3,000 US.
So we give you 25 million today, you produce tomatoes and they rot. Then all the money is gone.
When you're growing fruits and vegetables, it's really important to maintain the cold chain. So when you're transporting them from the farm to Entebbe Airport, for example, let's say if I negotiated the contract.
I want you to tell us what you're going to do.
When you look at our costs, we have a provision of buying two trucks with the cold chamber in the back. So the moment they finish packaging our produce, the produce goes into the truck and onto Entebbe Airport. It's really important to maintain that cold chain. When you negotiate a contract with someone, you can decide that I'll do free on board, meaning your responsibility ends at Entebbe Airport.
What's the demand like?
The demand for the greenhouses is significant because people want to be able to grow crops from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So some of these exporters want to have the greenhouses in place, but there's a high cost for setting them up. So if there's a mechanism that can let people lease them, then it would be beneficial to them.
Thank you very much.
Have the surveyors done enough to stay in the competition?
Yeah, certainly, because if someone doesn't ask you questions, then maybe they're not interested in what you're saying. But if they do ask you and you see it as if they're interested in what you're saying, then yeah.
My expectation coming from this challenge is to get a very enough exposure as far as investment and business is concerned.
Peter Okello from Agency for Rural Transformation Investment Club want to invest the prize money in clean house energy. It's not a unique idea, but certainly a necessary one to protect the environment.
We started in 2011 with support from Land Forestry Company and Green Resources. We were dealing in construction of local energy saving stoves to support members around Agwara Forest, which is within Dokolo.
How do you sell each stove, the cost of production and how much you sell it for, and the profit margin, and how many you sell, like in either a week or a month? We want to see this spinning in and how you grow the money.
We are in a very good partnership with Nventure, which brought us on board with a number of suppliers of some of these products, apart from the one we were making locally. The like of Sunny Money, the like of M-Copper. We are already in agreement, written down, an MOU. The products they have has a specified amount of money, and that the one plus the price we are supposed to go and sell out. These are some of the products. For example, these delights, we purchase from them at this amount. Then if we are selling it out, we sell it at 20,000.
Where is that supplier? Is he within Uganda? Or?
He's within Uganda, yes. And plus the contacts. We have them, plus their contacts. This is the contact person, plus the contact.
Have you done this before?
Yes, yes. We have
you sold some of these?
Very well, and we have in stock right
And
now.
what is the market like?
Per month, like this one, it's the most we are selling. At least it goes like in a week we sell 4. Then we have some of these. These are the small ones for just helping lighting. The one we are locally making, it's basically on stoves. We started ours locally in 2011, but this one it is 1.5 years down the road.
And how much have you realized out of the business in terms of profit?
In terms of profit, if I can gauge, it's around 18 million.
How many schools have you sold so far?
We have constructed in 3 schools within the sub-county, including the Agwata Forest itself, because they have around 300 workers there. So we constructed a big institutional cooking stove for them within the forest.
In conclusion, tell us, what is the overall vision? Is that all that you would be doing as an investment club?
No. As in investment, part of our products, we have shared and we have made other investment. Like me talking, I have about 60 beehives, which I've just injected this very month, and they have not yet started production yet because it's new. Plus other people, that is what we agreed. Then other people are dealing in jinga production, which is also ongoing. The key members of the 20, it's from the benefits we share, and we say you come up with your idea of what you want to inject your money in. Then we say we are going to share like 5 million according to your business plan you have shared with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, it's one thing to believe in your own idea. It's quite another to convince the judges that yours is the best idea. Now, that is what the contestants are grappling with. We'll be right back with the 2 last investment clubs of the day, Umoja na Maendeleo and the University Senior Savers Association.
NTV, turning on your world.
News Updates is brought to you by
Plascon, color your world.
We had to do it. Police Chief General Kale Kaihura justifies action at Parliament as he admits other security agencies helped police eject MPs from the chamber. Army denies involvement. How the operation to remove suspended MPs from the parliamentary chambers was executed, a blow-by-blow account as many questions still linger. 7 suspended MPs face arrest over ignoring police summons as the injured remain admitted in various hospitals. NRM legislators passed motion praising Speaker Rebecca Kadaga's stewardship of controversial session in which some MPs were suspended and the age limit motion passed.
The same paint you've known for over 55 years. The same products you've trusted to color your world. But now, with a new name, Plascon, color your world.
Advocacy for better health, together with Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Quality of Health Services and civil society organizations, are organizing the first national presidential dialogue on quality of health service delivery in Uganda at Colin Hotel Mukono on Friday the 29th of September 2017. The dialogue will focus on discussing bottlenecks that hinder quality health service delivery and solicit for practical solutions to improving the health sector in Uganda. Do not miss the live broadcast of the dialogue on NTV this Friday at 3 p.m. Participation is by invitation only.
I'm living proof that even with HIV, I can live a healthy, productive life. And that's because I began taking my ARVs the day I tested HIV positive.
I still run my business like normal despite being HIV positive. That's because I immediately started taking ARVs the day I tested positive.
The day I tested HIV positive, I began taking ARVs to protect our baby.
Don't give HIV a chance to weaken your body. Ask your health worker to start you on ARVs the day you test positive.
Tomorrow night.
On the STAR project, I never go anywhere without wipes. You know wipes? Yes. Artist and fashionista Leila Kayondo takes us through what she carries in her bag.
We venture into men's fashion for a week.
Tomorrow night.
In Africa, every morning can be a challenge, but someone you trust brings you joy and hope for the future. That's the African way. MoneyGram, bringing you closer. Available wherever you see a MoneyGram sign.
October, enambala okuva ku ssaawa kkumi. Gula tiketi yo kakati okuva ku maduuka ga Airtel agalondeddwa kusina emitwalo 3 zokka n'emitwalo 7 VIP n'emitwalo 15 VVIP. Mujje tulumbe ne Airtel abateeka ssente mu ttiimu y'eggwanga.
You could stand a chance to win one of 20 trolley dashes up to the value of 1,500,000 shillings when you buy any of these participating products. Check your till slip to see if you qualify. Get to ShopRite and enter today.
This is a wonderful opportunity, and I know we're taking the money. But we need to look for more creativity.
Whenever you have an idea, you need to patent it first. That's how you secure it. It's how I want to fight the new market entrants.
Take it.
Tell me that I am beautiful. You will wait for me until I resurrect.
Then, Lorenza Maloido and Matias Rey have secretly married, despite the hate between their families.
In every 10 girls, 5 are married before the legal age of 18. Yes,
that is dangerous. Most girls travel long distances. Along the way, they meet a lot of obstacles. A girl was supposed to be a source of wealth. That is how people took it.
When you give birth to a girl,
you say you have achieved, you have got money now.
LOCs and councillors are some of the people who go there to enjoy the parties. So,
we are discussing child marriages in Kamwenge district.
Now, first impressions are everything. They can be about attitude or even the dress code. Now, for Paul Omondi of Umoja na Maendeleo, well, the attitude was right, but the dress code, All the same, Paul is hoping that his project will send the judges in a frenzy.
I face the judges. I will be the way I am. I will not carry any laptop or any software, but I will use my brain to answer all those questions. Umoja na Maendeleo group means unity and development. It was started in 2011 as a village savings group, and so far we have made tremendous projects under these savings. We have first of all we have some tents which we hire out, and we get money from that. Then after we bought motorcycles. We have like 10 of them as a group.
These are, they are taken by the members? Or?
No, we give them to outsiders to ride, and then they give us the money, of which every Friday we collect 500,000 from these motorcycles. Another thing, we have also acquired land within the town for the group. The group also has children. We have students whom we have sponsored up to university levels, like 5 of them. Under the Umoja, we give members whose children are bright the soft loans, and they pay back that loan.
So you have the loan application, you share how bright your child is, then you lend.
Yes, the loan application forms, we have them, and we give them to members, and we have made a tremendous change. And these students, there are some have graduated, some are still in IU in Bale. One is in Mkono.
Okay.
2 finished in Makerere.
Super. How many are you in the group?
We are 60 members.
60 members. Okay.
You're registered?
We are registered.
How much money do you have so far as a group?
We have like 3 million, which is there by now, but there was a time it is like 17 million. That's when then we withdrew the sum of this money and we invested it on motorcycles. And part of it we used to go to buy land.
So where does this 500 go, the one you get every Friday from the motorcycles, and why do you have 3 million?
This 500, part of it we used it. It was in January when we bought land.
Okay.
Okay. So specifically, why are you interested in this competition? Why do you want this 25 million?
We had a dream that we wanted to buy a taxi, a new one. So that's why we started by buying this motorcycle. After, when they are generating money, then finally we get a taxi.
Have you envisaged problems with the transport business?
We have always registered a problem with the transport, with the riders, those who ride for us motorcycle. Then we introduced them. We told them that now if you want to ride a motorcycle, you have to save with that, so that when you default, we deduct your savings and we pay that.
So the project you proposed is to buy a taxi?
Yes.
Who will be driving the taxi?
The driver, we shall get an outsider who will drive for us the taxi, because if you give a member, the member may default and say, after all, this is our money. So that's why we always give priority to outsiders.
So what guarantee do you have that this man will not be telling you lies?
We are having a member who works at the park. He's a conductor. So we told him that we shall give you the priority of being at the door of this taxi, so that you monitor the driver. In case of any problem, you will be answerable.
Thank you so much, Umoja.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
We wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for coming.
And thank you for hosting us.
Yes. Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, the University Senior Savers Association.
Well, the association was formed in 2014, June, and we have about 60 members, and all these are members of 55 years and above. That's why it is called name
Senior. Understand now. Please tell us about your proposition.
Well, our motto is to invest now and save for the future for our members, and especially that category of members. It's a rare species, and now that by so doing, we are helping them to cut down on stress, so that when they leave employment, after they don't struggle so much, because at least they'll live with something. Having had that background, we felt that it's very important that we help our people to develop a saving culture, and then be able to do what? To move out when they're actually, they are financially stable. We do savings. We contribute 5% from our salaries, but also the university contributes for us 10%. And so when you bring it together, that makes something sensible. One time, I went to the bank and I wanted a loan, an individual loan. When I told them my age, do you know they told me? They said, my brother, you don't qualify.
There is a banker here.
What? Yes. I said, what? I said, yeah. I said, what about insurance? I said, even insurance, they were struggling. He said, no, that age. So it's like,
so tell us about your business proposition. How can we make money
out of that?
Make more money.
3 things.
Yes.
1, we'll fix the money. 2, we give out loans to our members. And the repayment is also deducted from the source. 3, real estates. We are going to give each member an acre or a plot and also build houses on 3 acres. But we generate money that shall continue helping.
Do you have these 3 acres?
We are looking for them.
What is the future of that club? If people are leaving, do you recruit more?
When we leave, others are coming 55 years.
Do you remain a member when you leave?
Yes, actually, there's also that clause.
Okay.
You can still remain a member as long as you're able to contribute. And even if you don't contribute, your money, when it is there, it earns interest. And at the end of the year, when we compute the dividends, you also get, you benefit from that.
The main aim is to encourage the 55-year to prepare for retirement. That's how I look. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing.
I think, in my opinion, that 55 is a bit too close to home. Is it possible that we can start this earlier?
We've already inspired the young community of years 55, lower than 55. And a number of them are coming already. So it's something that we have even tabled before the general meeting, because the younger people are coming in, they want to join. And by so joining, we shall be able to inspire them, to motivate them, and to mentor them. So at the end of it, they will be the ones to take over.
From the members who you have lent, how what, are they repaying their loans?
We give money for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And this money, the loan, is deducted from the source, from the salary. Okay. So we have not experienced any loss. And for sustainability and continuity, each member has a next of kin registered with us. That's good. That in the event of a problem happening, somebody comes in your place.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for inspiring the people in that category. Yes. I think it's you're adding on to our pension sector, the challenges that are in there. We wish you all the best.
That's it for this week. Next week, tune in and find out who will be staying and who will be going home. Remember to hashtag Battle for Cash and tell us who you think will be going home. Till next week, remember to save, invest, and win.
It's possible if you work hard on it. It's possible if you never quit. It's possible. It's possible.
Advocacy for Better Health, together with Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Quality of Health Services and civil society organizations, are organizing the first national presidential dialogue on quality of health service delivery in Uganda at Colin Hotel Mukono on Friday the 29th of September 2017. The dialogue will focus on discussing bottlenecks that hinder